Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm doing something that I never do, and that is an unboxing video. So stay tuned. So I don't know why I put the intro in for, limited fanfare of whatever I'm doing here, but this is a guitar I've wanted for a long time, and zZounds.com had a really killer sale on it, and I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. And I'll put the link in the description below for where you can get this guitar, but it's one that I've wanted for a while. It's been out for a little bit. It's definitely something that will fit my channel. So let me just cut into this. By the way, this is a letter opener, not a knife. I'm pretty proficient with knives, but at the same time, when I'm excited, knives are probably not the best thing. All right, so it's double boxed, par for the course. So big box. Oh man, this is actually kind of a heavy thing. Oh, that's right, it comes with a gig bag. That might give you a clue into what it is. So let me pull this out. So the actual guitar box was super snugly in there. It's a bit of an oversized box here because it comes in a gig bag, so it should be in the gig bag. So let me just open up this box. Yep, totally in the gig bag. And, oh jeez, here I am trying to break the guitar already. So it's a Paul Reed Smith SE style guitar, and oh man, I really like the gig bags that they give with these. I have another Paul Reed Smith that came with the gig bag, and they're just really well made. We got here. Oh, cool. We got the little Allen wrench. We also have a what looks like a socket tool with going on there. I guess maybe that has something to do with the truss rod cover, or the truss rod itself. Let me open up this. You just cross your fingers that nothing is imminently wrong. Oh, here's some foam around the headstock. Nice. A couple informational pamphlets. PRS, SE series. Model, nice. Date of inspection for the inspection. And here it is. It is the, well, so it is the Mark Holcomb Signature Series 7-string from PRS. This is the SE. I'm giving my once over just to ensure that we're not looking at any kind of damage, nothing out of place. Really cool. It has that satin finish on the neck. I don't know if you can see that up against, things. I don't have most of my lighting set up, just my interior lights in my garage. Comes with the Scarlet Scourge set from Seymour Duncan. Action is a little bit high for my taste, but not really. I mean, for a 7-string, you expect it to be a little bit on the higher side compared to a 6-string. Wow, nut is actually really well cut. Fret ends are perfect. Damn. And hopefully, I don't know if you can see the color, that blue burst thing going on with the black chrome hardware. Really cool. I'm looking forward to plugging this in and seeing what we got here. You know what? For the hell of it, maybe I'll just go ahead and do that right now, and we can chug away a little bit. Okay, so I finally got it all set up to play some tones through the EVH 5150 Stealth. I got my Mesa Cab, SM57, the whole deal. Some interesting things to talk about though, because once I had this all hooked up and I started to kind of get this kind of in where I like it. Just checking the action, checking some of the intonation. So interestingly enough, this is set up for A standard, or 7-string A standard when it comes, and it has like relatively thick strings. It's like a a 10 to 52 plus a 64 on the bottom. Pretty hefty, so that makes sense that it's set up for A standard. I went ahead and dropped it to drop G. Kind of what I did was basically take the first 6 strings here, make them drop C, and then use this low string as a G below C, so I could have, you know, G power chords on the low end. That's kind of how I like to set up 7 strings. But that's not the interesting part. The interesting part was, as I was going through that process and getting ready to play some tones, I noticed some interesting things about this guitar that aren't typical for a guitar that's coming from a factory. One of which being the neck pickup on this guitar was flipped. It was reversed. Now, granted, if you can see this on the camera, these are like some pretty stealthy looking black matte pickups. They don't have any distinguishable pole pieces that you'd have on like standard pickups. But one of the things they do have is kind of this little Seymour Duncan logo kind of stealthily placed here. I doubt you can capture it in the camera since I don't have anything set up lighting wise here. I'm just doing this pretty, you know, seat of the pants. But yeah, it was flipped, reversed. Now, I noticed it because, you know, I was paying attention. It's still a very interesting QC thing to have happen when you're in, you know, a situation where, you know, these things are put in a certain way. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had it happen before. And even a company like PRS doesn't have the oversight to, you know, inspect and then know that their pickup was put in backwards. And the other thing that was kind of minor on this and easy to fix, the tuning pegs, the machine heads here, when I loosened the strings, because I had to take the strings off and flip the pickup around, the collars on the pickup or on the machine heads here were loose in a few spots, and I had a sense that that was going on because when I first started to play on this guitar, I heard some buzzing noises coming from the headstock, and I was, you know, couldn't really figure it out. And when these things are under pressure, it's really hard to tell if the collars are loose. But as soon as I took the tension off the strings, I could feel, and so I just tightened those back up, and then once I restrung it up, it was perfectly fine. So just be aware that even established brands can have some pretty weird-ass things happen to their guitars. The pickup being flipped is just kind of weird. Never had it happen before. I guess it was the first time for everything. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and play on this amp and hear what these Scarlet Scourge pickups sound like, because I've been interested in what Seymour Duncan has put together with Mark Holcomb. And I know that these are supposed to be lower output than the Alpha Omega set. And what I have already kind of played around on and heard with these so far has been really good, but I'm going to record it, and then that way I can hear it back and you guys can hear it, and, you know, and hopefully I get to use this guitar in more demos coming up. So anyway, here's the clean tone on the bridge pickup. And it has a built-in split coil, so here's the split coil. Split coil's cool. It's not super plinky, but it's enough to give you that like kind of spanky tone. Middle position. Pretty standard. Going to the neck pickup. I really like the split tone on the neck pickup. It's pretty cool. It reminds me a lot of the Sentient neck pickup, a little bit more modern, more mid, a little bit more mid forward, not quite as boxy sounding as like the Jazz, which to me is a really good pickup for doing like kind of really smooth, kind of clean tones, and it takes a distortion really well. This seems a little bit more mid forward and a little more in your face. Here, let's go to blue channel. I'm going to go blue channel, and I'm going to go ahead and use the High Wind Direwolf pedal in front as a boost. This is my top favorite tone for this amp, so let's go with that. And we're on the bridge pickup, and we're in drop C with a low G, and it's going to get chuggy. Apparently pinch harmonics aren't hard to do on this. Let me go to the neck pickup. Not much of a lead player. But that neck pickup has a really nice, solid, tone for leads. On the bridge pickup, if you split it, you can get some really slappy, kind of distorted tones. Just gotta have a good noise gate. I don't do a whole lot of that style, but the Animals as leaders, some of the periphery stuff, some of the more genty stuff, I can see where that split coil comes into handy. I just like it with. I actually really do like the Scourge bridge pickup. I would like to compare it to the DiMarzio Titan to see if for 7-string tones, if this is as good or better for what I like to do than that, because that's like one of my favorite 7-string pickups. But I don't know. I'm really digging this. I like that it's not super over the top. Like some high output pickups can get very, very crispy, crunchy, just so much saturation, so much signal that it's almost hard to get that articulation. I think this pickup really keeps it kind of tamped down, and it's very articulate, a lot of mids, not super scooped, and just very comfortable to play. There's a good feel, the response and the feel of this pickup is really good. Some really compressed pickups, like active pickups, for certain styles, not really my deal. Like, I don't really like the EMG 81 as like a down tune pickup. I like it as like a thrashy E standard, even down to like drop D, drop C maybe. This pickup, I think, is designed for the low stuff, and I think it comes through. So anyway, I just unboxed it. I just figured out that it had some weird issues in terms of the pickup being flipped around. I've never seen that before. Kind of weird, but now that it's all put back together and, you know, right, definitely a top tier guitar in the range of 7 strings that are available for like $1,000. So this is supposed to be mostly an unboxing video, turned into kind of a demo. So either way, I'll see you guys later.